Now, since I've been here at the barn, I've seen many people struggle with their Maxxfans when they've come to install them on their camper vans. So today I'm going to share with you a simple little trick that will make installing a Maxxfan to the roof of your camper van a whole lot easier. But before I get into today's video, allow me to introduce myself to those of you that are new here to my channel, Big Van Small World. My name's Mel and I'm currently converting this Mercedes Vario into a luxury off-grid overlander. So if that's something that interests you, then please do consider subscribing to my channel. I thank you in advance. Okay, let's get straight into this. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to fitting a Maxxfan to your camper van. One really simple trick that is going to make your life a whole lot easier. Now, these fans come in three different sections. You have the top section, which you fit last. This section goes onto the roof, and then once you've fitted your fan, this section goes up underneath your ceiling, giving you this nice flush finish. Now, the part that I've seen give many people a lot of problems is this. Once you've cut out the aperture in your roof and you've glued this down to the roof, you then need to fit your fan on top of this. But there's one big problem that I've seen lots of people come across. That is these screw holes in the side. Because once you install the fan on top of here, you need to line the screws up and get them through into these holes. And here lies the problem, because these holes never line up. And I'll show you why. Now, here's the issue I've not seen anybody else mention. So your screw goes through this hole and lines up with this one behind it. But if you see, when you put that down, all you can see is metal. So when you go to put your screw in here, the holes simply don't line up. And you'll see I've got absolutely no chance of putting this through there because it hits the metal side. So to correct this, what you need to do before you place the fan on top is to actually put a screwdriver through this hole like this and raise it up. Simply lift it to its highest point like that. You'll hear it click. You see how much this is risen compared to this one. You need to do that on all four of these. Raise them up like this. And I'll show you the difference. Just simply put the screwdriver through, place your thumb each side and lift. And because there's a hole in this plastic, it will stop it lifting right off. So now watch what happens when I put the fan on top. You'll see these little holes actually line up a lot better. You can actually see through there now. And so when you put the screw in, it will actually line up and go into that hole, you see? Whereas before, when that was down, you had absolutely no chance. So there you are, guys. Hopefully this helps somebody out and saves somebody a massive headache. 'Cause I've seen quite a few people here in the barn struggling to fit their Maxxfans because of this very issue. Right, so with all that out of the way, let's fit this fan to my Mercedes Vario. Now, these fans, they come in two different sizes. I think it's 360 by 360 or 400 by 400, although the fan themselves are exactly the same size. So this line is 360 by 360, this line is 400 by 400. But the standard European size for a ceiling fan in a camper van is actually 400 by 400, whereas the Americans, they like the 360 by 360. Right, with my Mercedes Vario, I've got a slight problem. I've got a round orifice that has been welded up, and that round orifice is quite small. So for that reason, I'm actually going to be using the 360 by 360, making the hole as small as I possibly can. And to make sure I get that hole dead centre in the middle of that round turret that's in my roof of my van, I'm going to make a wooden frame. Here's some wood that I sawed earlier. Sawed? I sawed to length earlier on. So this wooden frame is going to go like this. Then I'm going to use this wooden frame as a guide to where I need to cut the hole in my roof. And I'll show you how that works in just a moment. So So there you have it, there's my square frame. So now I can take this into the van, hold it up into the ceiling, into this circular orifice that I've got, and hopefully use this as a guide to make sure the fan is central to that orifice, or turret as we like to call it. So here it is, this is the turret that's caused me so much anxiety. Hopefully this square frame is going to help me. There you go. Because it's such a nice fit and it's basically a square peg in a round hole, which I've been taught you can't do, but there we go, just goes to proof you can fit a square peg in a round hole. You just have to make it out of wood. So that is going to help me line up my Maxxfan to make sure it fits on the roof on top of this, because this is actually raised on the roof, so it's very important I get it central. Now I need to make sure it's dead straight that way. So if I get this, no, that's not going to help, is it? Or will it? Oh yeah, there you go. I'll tell you what, that's pretty close. That is very close. It's just got to go that way a little bit. I think I'm going to call that it. Mark that corner there. That corner there. Mark that corner on there. Like that. So now I've got my 4 corners marked out. All I need to do is drill in each of those 4 corners, then go up on top of the roof, join those 4 corners up. There's my perfect square for my Maxxfan to slide down inside. Really simple. Now one thing that I really like to do, and I highly recommend you do the same, is before installing any 12 volt appliance, or any other appliance for that matter, into your van, especially something like this where it requires cutting a hole and actually gluing it into place, is to actually check and make sure that it works. And to do that, it's very simple. I basically use a cigarette lighter style plug, attach it to the appliance in question, in this case it's my Maxxfan, then plug it into a cigarette lighter socket in the vehicle or a power pack. Okay, so I've gone ahead and connected up the cigarette lighter type plug, and because I've got the Maxxfan Deluxe, it means I've actually got a remote control as well. I've put the batteries in the remote control. Pleased to say it looks like that's working. I've got to say though, this is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. It's huge. That's a big remote. Hey ho, it is what it is. At least I won't lose it. Right, let's get a power pack, plug this in and see what happens. First I need to get the power pack out the box. And this is a brand new power pack. Super cheap, really cheap. Oh, I'll get it out. Suction. We have the GRECELL, I think that's how it's pronounced, T1000 portable power station. And the reason I agreed to take this on and have a look at this is because one of the lads here actually asked me if I had a spare power station that I wanted to sell. And I said, no, I don't actually have one, but I promised him the next time somebody offers me a power station to do a video review, I'll take it, and then he can have it once I've finished with it. So let's take a look at this. Let's get it out of the box. Wow, it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be, considering it's got a 1000 watt inverter. Nice little pouch there. Wow, look at that. That's tiny. Look at it. It's really nice. This is quite a nice little bit of kit. I do like the look of that. Induction charger as well on top. Little box of accessories. I might actually keep this for myself. Sorry, Jasper. Power. There we go. So we've got a power button here. Nice little display. The battery's at 50%, which is plenty for us. Hey Jasper, is that power pack we was talking about?
Nice little thing, isn't it?
Look how small it is.
Small, isn't it?
Yeah, for the weight.
Wow.
I've just finished doing this video and it's yours, mate, if it's any good.
I think it could well be, mate. It's time for a little look on that. That's going to be...
You looked at the prices. What was the price?
Well, I need to double check. I think it was 450 quid. Does that sound right to you?
That's cheap.
Yeah.
Because a Jackery 1000 is like £1,000.
Wow.
So yeah.
And the reviews, I've only looked briefly, but the reviews seem pretty good as well.
I was going to use it to see if my fan works. Do you want to stick around while I try it out?
Yeah, go on, mate. Let's have a little look.
Power it on. So it's powered on.
Also, technically, I can't.
Yeah. So your solar panels plug into there.
Yeah.
And your DC input there. So you've got your cigarette lighter plug, which plugs into that one.
Yeah.
And you've got your solar. They've also included solar panel plugs, which plug into that one as well.
Right. So you're telling me there, Mel, is technically, if I really felt the need,
yeah,
I could pop that in there, isolate my solar panels from my MPPT,
yeah,
unpop those and pop that in, and away you go.
As long as it's not more than 26 volts.
Ah, yeah, we got pretty big voltage on my panels. But then again, there's my answer, Mel.
Yeah, cigarette lighter. And it's 26 volts, so you could charge it at 24 volts in your van, because you've got a 24 volt alternator, haven't you? So you could actually hardwire it in if you wanted to. But look at that, all these USB outlets.
Perfect.
3 amps as well, so it's got 3 amps and a PD at 60 watts, so you can charge your laptop with that.
Wow.
Let's try it. Let's see what happens.
Have you got your lappy? Shall I grab my lappy?
Let's see.
Oh, we're going to do the fan.
I'm going to check my fan works. I think we have to push it and hold it down. Yeah, there you go. It's working. Now, does the fan work on? Oh yeah, speed 100%. Is that it?
It's very quiet. Let me go out Mark load his fan.
Alright. It's not radio, it's done by light, like an old-fashioned TV. There you go. Mind your fingers. I should have read the instructions, eh? Would have been a lot easier. That is so nice and quiet. No wonder they call it a deluxe. It only draws 32 watts according to this. I'm really impressed with that. Off and it closes. Right, stop buggering around. So there you go, the Maxxfan works perfectly fine. So now I'm confident that I can actually install this in the roof of my van, will not have any problems or any issues. Now the GRECELL T1000 has actually got a 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter built into it, so I'll put this to the test later on when it comes to cooking my lunch. I shall use my air fryer just to check this out and make sure that pure sine wave inverter does actually work before I pass this on to Jasper. After all, I wouldn't want to pass this on to Jasper and if it doesn't work properly. I do like the little rubbery corners. Right, stop playing with this and get on and fit this in my van. Well, ironically, we've got a power cut here at the barn. Luckily, I've got a power pack to use. So I can still plug in my lights. Oh, and this light, by the way, that runs off a 12 volt, which is running off of another power pack. So luckily, I can use the power pack. Yeah, I've still got lights on. They're all puzzled why I've still got lights and they haven't. You can hear the diesel heater still running. Oh, their lights have all gone off again. The diesel heater was running off of a power pack as well. Oh, apparently it's the toaster that's tripping the electrics. But we ain't going to worry about that. Because we've got the power. We've got power packs. There you go. So all those people out there that wonder why I like power packs, this is the exact reason. So my diesel heater is running off of a Bluetti. The light above my my workbench is 12 volt and that's running off of a Bluetti as well. And now this light is running off the new GRECELL T1000. There you go. And I can carry on working. I let them lot mess about with a toaster and tripping the electrics. Oh, actually, I'll need a face mask for this. I'm feeling rather smug right now. Oh dear. You see, all the electrics in my workstation is actually running off of power packs. So, yeah. Because I'm testing them, obviously I'm putting them to the test, because if I'm going to recommend products to you guys, I do actually put them to the test. And yeah, more about that later. Let's get on with this. Oh, face shield. Oh dear, that's going to kick. That is my least favourite job, drilling up, because of my bad neck. Anyway, that's that done. It's done now. All I've got to do is get on the roof, draw a line between those 4 drill holes. That'll give me the square that I need to cut out to slide my fan into the roof. Whew. Right. There we go.
She's looking nice, Mel. Mel, from here, mate, she's...
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate that. There you go.
Frankly, I don't know how this safety thing works. I haven't gone deep enough.
Well, it's better that than cutting the bench in half.
Yeah, that's true. Talk about nerves, man.
Boy, look at that. Expert.
Look at that.
Give Bruce a thumbs up.
Talk about pressure.
No pressure. Well, I've got to say, I'm absolutely starving. I'm ravenous. I could eat a scabby horse, but I'm not going to. I'm going to have salmon because I like salmon. It just so happens I've got some salmon here, partially thawed out, and this is wild salmon. I'm not eating farm salmon anymore because you lot told me that farm salmon is really bad for you, and you're absolutely right. I did a little bit of googling, a little bit of research. Turns out that farm salmon is not regulated by the FDA, whoever they are, something to do with food, the food police. And apparently salmon farmers can pretty much feed the salmon on whatever they like. Yeah, didn't know that either. Yeah, I'm shocked. Anyway, seeing as I'm going to cook a bit of salmon after my little rant, I'm going to carry on testing out the GRECELL T1000 to see if it can run my air fryer, just out of interest. Let's face it, I might as well because it's pretty well charged up now. So yeah, save me van batteries, I'll use this one. Now, something I did notice about this is that it turns itself off. If you leave it alone and don't use it for anything and it's left switched on, it does actually turn itself off. There we go. Right, let's just do a mock thing just to make sure it does actually work. Because this is 1000 watts, this air fryer. And sure enough, it's pulling 962 watts. There we go. Looks like it's going to work. By Jones. Oh, here's a question for you, all those people out there that know. Something that's always puzzled me, and honestly I don't know, what side of the foil should I use? Should I be using the matte side or the shiny side? Up until now I've been having it shiny side out. Tell me, am I right? Is that right? I don't know. I suppose I could Google it, but where's the fun in that? I've had a little bit of garlic just for shits and giggles, just to see if that, I don't know, is garlic and salmon a thing? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I do like adding a little bit of butter, just a little knob. There we go. We'll wrap that up in a little castle. Oh, I've got to say thank you to everyone for all your kind comments about my little cooking section in my videos. Because though so many people enjoy it, I thought I'd continue sharing this part of my day with you. Right, we've got that on full, we've got it on 20 minutes. Let's see what happens. Will it cook or not? We're going to have salad, coleslaw to go with the salad. Of course a little bit of cheese because I'm a cheese fiend. And a pre-boiled egg. There we go. Happy days. No washing up for me today. Bonus. There we go. Right. Cheese. Oh, I'll tell you, that's a meal there. Look, just an egg, bit of cheese, and yeah. Look at that. Do we really need to put salmon in there? Probably not. Another egg. No, nice egg salad with cheese and coleslaw. I don't even know why I'm bothering cooking salmon. Jeez, I could be a vegetarian, couldn't I? Do vegetarians eat eggs? I'm not sure. Maybe that's a bit ignorant of me to say that. Oh, I forgot what I put in there. Look, I'm going to need a bigger bowl. This bowl isn't big enough. Right, now these things can potentially make a lot of mess, so be very careful. That's why I've got this ice cream tub. So like I say, they are potential disaster in a bag, especially in such a confined space like this, considering my bed is just there, my sofa is there, my toilet is there, and here's my kitchen. I wonder how many of you cook in your toilet, or cook in such close vicinity as your toilet. That's van life, baby. Still got 10 minutes to go. I'll talk about 10 minutes. Oh no, I've got an idea. Let's have a look at some questions, shall we? Let's go through some comments, see if we can find a troll of the week. Chrissy Waters, I'm enjoying the healthy van cooking show and great to see you're getting into healthy eating, Mel. Oh, thank you, Chrissy, that's very kind of you to say. Oh, here we go. I'm entirely with you on food additives and using fresh ingredients to cook from scratch whenever possible. I don't know what type of salmon you buy, but farm salmon and trout swim in what's essentially a soup of antibiotics. There we go. This comes from Trevor Middleton, which are added to their water to keep diseases at bay. I always buy wild salmon, which might cost a little more, but doesn't come with a dose of oxytetracycline. Blimey. Incidentally, I read recently that attempts are being made to reduce the use of antibiotics in fish farming, but the industry is still a long way off zero use. There you are. That's Trevor Middleton, who just confirmed what I just said. He even names one of the antibiotics. Hi Mel, are you going to fit a grizzly in the new van? Good luck with everything, Simon. Well Simon, yes. This is a cubic mini wood stove cub, for those of you that don't know, and Simon is asking, will I be fitting the bigger version of this, which is a grizzly, slightly bigger. Actually it's a lot bigger than that. The answer to that is 100% I will be fitting a cubic mini wood stove in my new Vario. Yeah, 100%, but a bigger one. Grizzly. The Grizzly, you can get an oven that sits on top, and you can also buy a water tank that goes on the side. So yeah, I'm so looking forward to having one of those in my Vario. The reason I haven't got one in here is because, well, this is a small van, and trust me, this warms it up in here in plenty of time, and it gets really hot in here. Freaking love this thing. I was even thinking of taking this out before I sell this van, but then I thought, no, I'll leave it in there because it is part of the character of this van. Everyone knows this van, they know I've got that stove in here, so I've decided to leave it in here and sell it with the van when the time comes. Regarding the Maxxfan, the 350 by 350 version uses the same fan as the larger one. Yeah, I've found that out now, haven't I? Oh, it's at 350, I've been calling it a 360. Oops. Congrats Mel, loving the build series so far, and I'm glad you're building the ultimate adventure wagon. Thank you Carl's Adventures. I hope it's going to be the ultimate adventure wagon. It's going to be luxury, I know that. And I will be going on some adventures too. Lots of them. Hopefully they involve metal detecting and diving and treasure hunting. And on that note, who thinks I should start up a separate channel for all my metal detecting antics, or should I put all the metal detecting stuff on this channel? Let me know what you think. Comments please, I'll be really interested to know. Would you stick around? I mean, you've stuck around and watched me cook salmon. Will you stick around and watch me go scuba diving, finding treasure? Yeah, that'd be interesting. Imagine clicking on this video to watch a van build, but over half of it be some bloke cooking his lunch. Have you got a buyer for your Mercedes camper, Mel? No, I haven't. It's not for sale just yet. I'm still living in it. If you sold the Sprinter after the new van build is done, you wouldn't have credit card debt. Yeah, thanks for that. Why oh why are you getting a diesel cooker, adding cost to your build and life when you use solar with your power pack? Don't understand. Sorry mate to troll you, buddy. Hopefully I won't get shouted at too much. That's something blue. Well, something blue. In the winter, solar panels are pretty useless, especially here in the UK. So in the summer, I will be using an induction cooktop, but in the winter time, I will use a diesel cooktop rather than a gas. I don't want any gas in the van, and the price of those diesel cooktops is around about £600–700. And the diesel cooktop that I've purchased, I've not seen any video reviews about for some strange reason. Nobody seems to make videos about these diesel cooktops, so I thought it would be a great opportunity for me not only to buy a diesel cooktop, but also to make a video about said diesel cooktop to find out if they're any good or not. So when I get that diesel cooktop, I'm going to bench test it. I'm going to put it on my Black & Decker and yeah, get it all fired up and see if they're any good or not before I fit it in the van, because there are literally no video reviews on this diesel cooktop that I've brought. My salmon should be cooked. Let's check it. Oh, and I will be putting a link in the description for this power pack for anyone that wants one. It came off of Amazon. It's probably the cheapest one on Amazon. So yeah, if you're interested in a power pack, then yeah, go and have a look. I'll leave a link in the description. So far, so good. Well done. To the Tower air fryer and the T1000 winning combination. There you go. Link in the description. And the links are affiliated links, by the way. I am an Amazon affiliate, so therefore if you do purchase any goods on Amazon through my storefront, I do earn a very small commission, and it costs you no extra, but it does help me. It goes a long way to supporting my channel, helping me make these videos, so thank you everyone that uses my Amazon storefront. Again, link in the description. I'll also pin a link at the top of the comments section of this video. Right, that's the plug over. I need to let that rest cool down before I add it to my salad. Well, there you go, that's today's dinner done. Hope you enjoyed this section of the video. I'm going to eat this and then get back to work. I'll see you when I get back in the workshop. Well, it is now the very next day. I did work late last night again. I worked till about 9 o'clock, having a good tidy up here. I've hoovered up all the shrapnel. I've given this a coat of paint, and as you can see, because this was bowed and the roof vent plate wasn't fitting properly, I've actually used a piece of timber that I used for a template, and I've actually screwed that up from underneath. I've screwed down to try and straighten this metal plate out. Right, hopefully this will now fit in there, and it will fit nice and straight, nice and flat. Hold on, hang on, maybe not, still looks a bit high. Oh crap, is that going to fit? Oh, there we go. I'd be worried then. Oh no. Yeah, so I couldn't try it last night, obviously, because the primer was wet. Now, when I used this paint before, it actually reacted with the red oxide primer, but it did end up drying really well. So I think it's just the solvents that are in this military paint are really strong. So I'll just put it on as quick as I can, leave it, and I know then it's fine. It actually does end up drying really well. That's why I'm doing it really quick. notice if I agitate it, once it's been on here for a little while, the solvents in this paint actually do react with the primer. I need to find out the best thinners to use with this when it comes to actually respraying some parts of the bodywork on my van. Now off camera I did actually hoover all of this, hoovered up all those nasty metal charades. It's a game, isn't it? Charades. Anyway, all the iron filings have gone, so rest assured it's all nice and clean. Parker. I did not realise how close my van was to the ceiling. Look at that. Look how close that is. I think what I'm going to do is actually measure the height of that, because then I'll know how high my van is. So lucky. Didn't realise that is how close my solar panels are to this turret or this vent. Pretty close, so. Right, so this side's going to be easy, I think, because it's on a hinge. You can see this used to be a fan housing. There used to be a fan in here when it was a chicken shed. Oh, so lucky. Just imagine if my van was literally that much taller, it would have potentially destroyed my solar panels. Another power cut, but that's okay because I've got a T1000. Right. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now, because my Maxxfan frame is designed to go in a hole that's 400 by 400, really I should have brought a Maxxfan that was 360 by 360. It would have made it a lot easier, because that's the size of the hole that I've actually cut in my roof. So to make this fit, I need to remove this ridge, and to do that I'm simply going to use a Dremel, and it seems to be working. I've tried a little bit, it's coming off with no problem at all. Hopefully this will create a bigger sealing surface, because where my hole is, it is quite wobbly still, despite bolting that wooden frame up from underneath. Well, that's turned out really well. I'm really pleased I took the chance on that. So that face is nice and flat, so we've got this huge surface now to make sure we get a really good seal. After all, like I said, the top of that turret is a little bit wobbly. I'll put a couple of layers of mastic sealing tape. That should be plenty on there, that will never leak. Okay, let's see if this looks any better. Oh, yes, yes, look at that. Look how lovely and flat that is now compared to what it was earlier on. This was standing quite high. So now I've got this whole surface. It's probably a good part, about 1.5 inches all the way around. But now that it's on there, you can actually see how wobbly the metal is. You can see the dark patch there. So when I come to screw this down, it should take form of the actual roof. Yeah, it'll be fine, I'm sure. Okay, so I've put 2 layers of Mastic Sealing Strip on there. It doesn't look pretty, but I can guarantee it will not leak. Pretty much stake my reputation on this stuff. It's the best stuff you could use. Mastic Sealing Strip, never leaks. I've never had any problems with it. Good Famous last words, I know. Right, let's put this in here. It is super sticky. Look at that. So I've done 2 layers because of this roof being quite wobbly. I mean, that's stuck already. I don't even have to screw it down. It is instant. It's not like mastic in a gun or anything like that. There we go. Pretty instant. Oh, it's a bit wet. A leak. Right, let's get some screws. Screw this down. Now, I'm not using the screws that they provided because, to be honest with you, about as soft as bananas, I should say. So I'm going to use proper roofing bolts for this. Nice big washers on these. You've got nice big spreader washers. So yeah, I just prefer them. They're self-drilling, self-tapping. Look at that, beautiful. Now, I've already drilled the pilot holes for this, that's why they're going in so nice and easy. Start with the corners. Those washers spread out and form a really nice seal. And it also spreads the pressure across a wider surface as well. Oh look, I forgot to drill one there. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? Oh well. There's no way that's going to leak. You can see how easy these screws line up. I've seen so many people struggle with these. It really is a simple little trick of lifting those brackets up. There we go. Tightening. So there you go, one Maxxfan Deluxe fitted to my Mercedes Vario. So there you go, hopefully you found this video mildly entertaining, slightly informative. If you did, then I'm sure you'll find this video just as entertaining too. Thanks for watching, ta for now.